Who is Leonor secretly meeting in Madrid? That is the question flooding search results right now, paired with blurry photos, anonymous tips, and video edits promising to reveal a hidden figure in the future Queen of Spain's life. Before we go further, here is what needs to be said plainly. There is no verified secret meeting, no confirmed hidden figure, and no credible source behind these claims. But there is something real happening in Madrid this year that likely explains why this rumor exists in the first place, and it has nothing to do with romance. It has to do with Leonor walking into a lecture hall for the very first time. For the last 3 years, Leonor's life has been almost entirely contained. In August of 2023, she entered the General Military Academy in Zaragoza to begin the first phase of a demanding 3-branch training program. From there she moved to the Naval Military School at Marin and spent months aboard the Juan Sebastián del Cano, the tall ship the Spanish Navy uses to train future officers on long ocean voyages. Her final year was spent at the General Air and Space Academy in San Javier, where she trained as a pilot, completed survival and evasion exercises, and took part in instructing fellow cadets. Every one of those environments was closed, controlled. Access to Leonor during those 3 years was mediated almost entirely through official palace photographs and scheduled press moments. There was no daily unpredictability, because military academies do not produce daily unpredictability. They produce routine. That chapter is now ending, and what comes next is the actual story behind this month's rumors. In late April, the Spanish royal household confirmed that Leonor has been admitted to Carlos III University of Madrid, where she will pursue a 4-year degree in political science at the university's Getafe campus, a public campus roughly 10 miles outside the capital. The program covers political science, law, economics, sociology, history, and international relations, a curriculum built for exactly the role she is being prepared to eventually hold as head of state. She was admitted through the standard process used for students who completed secondary education abroad, following her time at UWC Atlantic College in Wales, and classes begin in the first week of September. Here is why that detail matters more than any invented boyfriend. For the first time since she was a teenager, Leonor is about to spend her days somewhere the palace does not fully control. A public university campus is not a naval ship or a military academy. It has open courtyards, hundreds of students, and scheduled hallway encounters, group projects, classmates with phones. Reporting on her transition has already described the plan for her to be treated, in the words of one student quoted by a Spanish outlet, like just another student, sitting in small classes alongside first-year undergraduates rather than being isolated in a private track. That is a deliberate choice by the palace, consistent with the same institutional strategy we have discussed before: normalize her presence, minimize special treatment, and avoid the appearance of a monarchy floating above ordinary Spanish life. But it also means, for the first time in years, unofficial sightings of Leonor are about to become far more common. Classmates posting a blurry lecture hall photo. Someone recognizing her at a campus cafe in Getafe. A friend of a friend claiming to have chatted with her in a hallway. This is the raw material rumor mills are built from, and September has not even arrived yet. It is worth being precise about what is confirmed and what is not. Confirmed: Leonor will study political science at Carlos III University starting this fall. Confirmed: she is expected to return to live at Zarzuela Palace after 5 years largely away from home, first at boarding school in Wales, then across 3 military academies. Confirmed: her sister, Infanta Sofia, has taken a different academic path entirely, enrolling at Forward College, a nomadic institution that teaches across Paris, Berlin, and Lisbon, meaning the sisters will be pursuing separate lives in separate cities for the first time. Not confirmed, by any source with actual access to Zarzuela, any relationship, secret meeting, or romantic interest tied to Madrid. The claims currently circulating under titles like this one are not sourced to anyone with verified access to Leonor's schedule or personal life. They are sourced, as far as anyone can trace, to nothing at all. That gap between what's confirmed and what's invented is worth sitting with for a moment, because it says something about how royal coverage works in the algorithm age. A 20-year-old woman is about to do something almost every 20-year-old does: start university, sit in a lecture hall, make new friends, navigate campus life without her parents standing next to her. For most people, that transition is private by default. For Leonor, it is a media event before it has even happened, because the mere possibility of reduced control over her public image is enough to generate speculation. The palace's own strategy, silence, no comment, minimal access, usually starves that speculation of oxygen. But a university campus is a genuinely harder environment to control than a warship or a military base, and everyone paying attention seems to sense that, including whoever wrote the headline that brought you here. So what should you actually expect this fall? More sightings, certainly. Getafe is a real campus with real students, and Leonor will not be invisible there. Some of those sightings may show her with classmates, possibly including male classmates, because that is what happens in university lecture halls and study groups. None of that, on its own, constitutes evidence of a relationship, secret or otherwise. If Zarzuela ever has something to confirm about Leonor's personal life, it will be confirmed the way every prior royal relationship in this family has been confirmed, officially, deliberately, and on the palace's own timeline, not extracted from a hallway photo or an anonymous tip. Until then, the accurate story is not a secret meeting. It's a princess trying to sit through her first political science lecture like everyone else in the room, while the internet decides that's not interesting enough on its own. A transparency note for accuracy: Leonor's completed military training across the Army, Navy, and Air and Space Force academies, her confirmed admission to Carlos III University of Madrid for a political science degree beginning this September, her expected return to Zarzuela Palace, and Infanta Sofia's separate enrollment at Forward College are drawn from verified palace and press reporting as of mid-2026. No romantic relationship, meeting, or companion for Leonor has been confirmed by any credible source, and this script does not assert that one exists.